Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hi, this is Kaya, and today we're going to learn how to make unleavened bread for the Passover. So I have my ingredients here. Um, you're going to need, let's start by saying that for the Passover we don't season. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in it, but we'll do some other fancier ones that you can do for the week of unleavened bread. But for the Passover, we'll just do plain ones. So I'm gonna start with 2 cups of flour. This is only gonna make about 4 or 5, just to give you an idea. You can do your math and figure out how many you need actually. This is about a third cup of olive oil. The olive oil gives it like a marble consistency, so don't worry about that. If it looks like it's not mixed up, that's just the olive oil. That's just the way that works. You're going to need about 1/3 cup of water. You will see that it's going to, you'll start mixing it up. You'll see if you've got too much or not. When I first started making this, I haven't used any of the cups or anything when actually measuring it, but you'll see. You can stir it up with a spoon or a fork. It'll work the same way. Don't forget your salt. You're going to use about 1 full teaspoon of iodized salt. That will give it a little bit of flavor. Once you get mixed, you want to get into a bowl. You can use your hands once it's pretty much mixed in. Make sure you wash your hands, but make sure everything that you're using is dry because flour sticks to everything. And then on your board that you're going to roll, put a little flour down before you start rolling the balls out.
What's that for?
To keep it from sticking to your rolling pin. You just break off a little piece, roll it up into a bowl, and flatten it down. Put that little flour on both sides. And just start rolling it out. As you're rolling, turn it so it can try to be as round as possible. Not always going to be perfect. When I first started doing this, I was making squares, so it's kind of not always perfect. Once it gets flat, you just put it on your plate and wait for it to cook. And I'll show you. I made these a little big, but this is just to give you an idea on how to make it. See, if you look at it, you can actually see the olive oil where it swirls around. It's the marbleization. But that is so that you don't have to use any butter or anything in the pan when you're cooking it. It goes straight into the pan. Make sure it's a little bit hot before you start.
Those are big.
Yeah, these ones is pretty big. So that only came to about 3. You could make them a little smaller. These one I made earlier, they're a little smaller. And it was 4. I gave one to my husband and kids just to try it for me. You can make them a little crispy if you want to. It gives a little kick. It tastes more like potato chips, I think. And then you can do it a little softer. So on how long you cook it, you'll see the way you like it once you get used to actually making it. Okay, so these 3 are rolled, and then we're going to take this over to the stove. Start cooking it.
Go.
Okay, so we have it on the flame, about a medium flame, and you'll see after a few seconds that it will start bubbling up. So you turn it over.